Okay, y'all, they're going to keep me overnight because it has spread and it's really angry. And he said that it's starting to creep down my arm into my wrist. So he is going to put me on an IV antibiotic. So when Chris comes to see me tomorrow, I'll see you again. We're still in the ER. We came to the ER last night, and because of my arm, I have lymphedema in my arm and it's got cellulitis in it, which is an infection. Everybody's like, what is that? It's where you get a scratch or something on you and something gets in there and then it stays in that arm because it don't drain the fluid out of it. Because this is an arm I had 17 lymph nodes taken out of years ago. Anyway, so this is the first time I've ever had to be in the hospital with it. And I'm afraid I might be in here a few days, y'all. So Chris has already cooked once and he may have to cook again. I want y'all to watch his videos. And Chris said that the hospital was so busy today, he couldn't even get a parking place. Where'd you park?
Across the street.
He had to park across the street in a different business and walk. He said he had to walk down in a ditch and back up. So anyway, I enjoyed my lunch. He brought me something to eat because of the breakfast. There's sausage. So I ate toast with margarine and apple jelly with scrambled eggs and grits. And their coffee was actually pretty tasty, believe it or not. And we are at St. Joseph's, Candler in Savannah. And the nurse, all she'll do is she'll go, well, the doctor has to come in. Your culture will take 48 hours to get back so that we can tell what kind of infection it is. And my antibiotic drip IV, I'm getting it through the IV, is every 24 hours. Chris's birthday is in 2 days. And I sure hope I ain't here on his birthday. So y'all pray I get out of here quicker and that all of this goes away because it's still good and red. And I can get home and cook y'all something good to eat.
You got something special you want me to make you? And bring it? Nope.
Well, I've been wanting to make one of those tropical cakes, but you'll have to stop and get bananas.
Oh. Well, I may not make that.
Well.
I'll make you something.
He'll make me something.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I make him something on his birthday.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll make me something.
You'll have to.
Well,
Either that or go to Publix and buy you a cake.
no, I'm not doing that.
Well, you can cook. Chris makes good chocolate icing.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is get that first cookbook out, make that chocolate coffee layer, and our fudge icing. That'll be the best cake you've ever tasted.
Yep, easy.
It is easy and it's delicious. Well, anyway, Chris is gonna start cooking for y'all today. He was just gonna show this at the front of the video so y'all could see what was going on. So I have cellulitis, and you have to get a hold on it because it can get in your bloodstream and in your bones and do all kind of stuff. So we don't want that to happen. So I have to stay in here. And this hospital is so busy that the ER is crowded and there's no rooms. And I've been in this ER room since we got here last night. It's 1:30 during the day. So they're having to treat this ER room as a patient room right now. That's it. I got to hear some crazy last night, some crazies.
Okay, guys, so as you see, we are by ourselves tonight. Tammy's still at the hospital. She did talk to the doctor after I left, and she'll be getting out tomorrow. They were going to check and make sure that she wasn't going to get a fever, and she didn't tell me the exact details of what, like, what the infection was, that kind of thing. But she knows she's going to be getting out tomorrow. Okay, so hopefully they'll be able to get the swelling and stuff under control, and they'll have the right antibiotic for her. As she's had cellulitis on and off because she has lymphedema in that arm, that right arm. When she had cancer and we had a double mastectomy and all that, they took out all the lymph nodes out from under her right arm. And so periodically, it doesn't get a lot of swelling in it. It stays pretty good. But every once in a while, if she gets a scratch or a burn or something like that, she'll get cellulitis. So it's not something we haven't been through several times. Just this time, it's worse than what it's been in the past. So tonight, I'm going to make a hamburger. I had some hamburger meat in the refrigerator, and then maybe tomorrow I'll make something sweet for her coming back. But tonight, I got this hamburger meat. So I need to eat this. So we're going to make us a hamburger on the stove. All right. Now, what I like to do when I make a hamburger, and this is about a pound of meat, is I like to put an egg in it. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that. I feel like it keeps it together good. And I like to put onion in my hamburger. So this is a small onion, so we'll use it. Be perfect for this. And it depends on, you can't put too much onion in it, because if you put too much, it likes to fall apart. So I don't want it to fall apart, but I like some onion in there. I also think the onion helps keep it moist, the burger. So this is typically the way I do it. Now the other thing with hamburger meat is you don't want to overwork it. Like, you don't want to just sit here and mess with it and squeeze it and all that kind of stuff, because that'll make it a little tougher too. So I think about that much onion will be in the ballpark of what I want. So let's mix this up with our hands, just enough to get the egg incorporated and the onions incorporated in there good. And then that's all. That's all I'm going to do. Yeah, it makes the meat mushy if you mess with it too much. You don't want to mess with it too much. Okay, and that's probably going to do it right there. All right, so let me get something out. Give me a second here. I'm just going to get a handful. See, that egg's not incorporated in there good. Go through here again one more time. That's more like it. That's more like it. And I've got 4 or 5 of these nice Pepperidge Farm sesame seed buns. But yeah, Tammy has had, she's had issues with that in her arm, on and off, for a long time. Ever since she had cancer, ever since we went through that. It's just been part of it. And you really don't know how all that's going to affect you once you have all that radiation. And really, it affects people differently. Like, I know what radiation is supposed to do and all that, but the side effects, kind of the side of it, is going to be different for different people. Some people will take it and they'll be fine. They will never have a problem. They'll go through the rest of their life and just like nothing ever happened, And then some people, it takes years and years to get over it, and some people never get over it. So Just depends. It depends on how your body reacts and what happens to you. I know enough to know that. So anybody that has been through it will know. And it's just part of it the rest of your life. Beats the alternative, I know that. Okay, I got my skillet on. I got it not exactly high, but on like maybe a medium heat. And I'm going to let that heat up some. And my favorite way to make a hamburger is on the grill, but I don't want to mess with all that today. And I think hamburgers are really good left over. I like hamburger the next day. And I've got some slaw left over from where I made the fish the other day. So I like a slaw burger, okay? So this hamburger, I'm going to have the onions in it, and it's going to be a slaw burger. While I'm waiting on that to get hot, I'm going to put some butter on these buns and get these toasting in the air fryer. We use our air fryer a lot for all kind of stuff. We love the air fryer. This is getting fairly hot, so let's put some this is roasted garlic, red bell pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of that seasoning on these patties. Get y'all where you can see. Put a little touch of that. On each one of these, along with the onion. Get these in the pan. Right? And I'm going to put a lid on that. And I'm going to cook these about, it should take about 4 or 5 minutes per side, probably 5 per side. Then I'm going to turn it over. And that gives me time. I got plenty of time I've already cleaned up stuff over there. You don't want your wife to come home from the emergency room to a mess. Little word of advice right there for you. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes. You don't want to mess with them. That's what a lot of people do. They sit there and they keep messing around with their hamburgers. You don't have to do that. That's pretty. Okay. Cover it up again. And maybe 5 minutes. I don't want to overcook them. But I don't know what kind of meat this is, so I don't really want. I want it well done. I don't want it. I want it done. I don't really want. Maybe a little bit of pink is okay, but I don't want it very pink. I'll put it that way. So when Tammy gets back, we'll have some jambalaya. It's already in the refrigerator, ready to go. We got a ton of it. I'm gonna have to give some of that away. But I made that yesterday, I guess, if you want to go back and watch that video. I'll have a couple of hamburgers, that are ready that we can eat. And then we've also got some chicken. We got plenty of stuff in there that I can cook because I'm sure she'll be tired when she gets back. You know how it is when you're in the hospital. It's hard to rest. It's hard to sleep. They're coming in and out of the room and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully when she gets out, she won't be feeling too bad. But, if she is, we got some stuff that where I can take care of it. When she had cancer, when she had her operations. She had a lot of operations. Of course, I had to cook, you know, the whole time for that. So that's where, um, you know, I really had to cook all the time. And she preferred me cooking than other people bringing us food because I cook like she cooks. And, you know, it wasn't a problem. I didn't mind doing it. So hopefully when she comes back, she won't feel too bad. But you can see they hold together really well, even with those onions in them. If you put the egg in there with them. And I like to put a little water in there, make it a little easier to clean. So let's go over here and let's put these burgers together. Now I'm going to let these sit here just for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, because you know how you let a steak rest. I'm going to do kind of the same thing with these. I'm going to let them sit here. Really, I should let them sit here about 5 minutes. But I'm hungry. So maybe the longer I talk to you, the longer they can sit there. But I'm not going to talk for 5 minutes. Don't worry. I've been doing really good with my weight. I've lost about 18 pounds just by eating less. I'm just eating a whole lot less food. I was just overeating, really. And I don't eat a lot of sweets. And I've cut off Cokes unless I use this Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Pretty impressed with the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. And I like the Coke Zero Sugar too. But the Dr. Pepper is really good. So if you're interested in that, but I still try to drink water with most stuff. Okay, I'm just trying to be good. All right, so let's look at our burger. How we're going to put this together. All right, I like on my slaw burger. I like a little mustard. Not a lot. I like a little barbecue sauce. This is Sweet Baby Ray's, sweet and spicy. And I got the slaw that I made the other day. A burger. Get some slaw on there. I love slaw on a hamburger. And a hot dog. And a fish sandwich. And a barbecue sandwich. All right. Let's put this baby together. All right. There we go. A nice slaw burger. Good stuff. You know what's going to happen. You know, I'm going to bite this. I'm going to say, oh, man, this is so good. I'm going to be so happy. And then I'm going to eat. And that's the way things are going to go. So thanks for watching Collar Valley Cooks. Y'all pray for Tammy. That's so good. Y'all pray for Tammy. She'll be home tomorrow. Hopefully she'll kick this pretty quick. And we'll get back to normal. Thanks for watching Collar Valley Cooks.